Hi, I'm Cedric from Ratings.com. We've tested 35 different TVs so far this year. There's still a few more that we want to test, but we don't expect our recommendations to change significantly anymore until the 2017 models comes out next spring. So here is our quick guide to the best TVs of 2016. I'll try to cover most use cases, starting from the budget TVs to the very high-end. These recommendations are based on our testing, and you can find all the test results on our website. First, budget TVs. In this price range, you can get decent picture quality. Nothing exceptional, but if your needs are simple, no need to spend more. In this price range, TCL is definitely the best value, and most people should buy either the FS3800 or the FS3750 depending on the size. They have about the same picture quality. It's not the best quality, but it's pretty good considering the price. And in 32-inch, it's pretty much the only one we recommend, since there's no high-end 32-inch anymore. If you want something bigger and are still under a tight budget, get instead the TCL US5800. It's pretty much the same picture quality, but with a 4K resolution and a bigger screen. Now for mid-range TVs. In this price range, you get a good bump in overall picture quality on everything you watch. You can almost get as good picture quality as high-end TVs for normal content. The biggest difference with high-end TVs is for HDR. Mid-range TVs don't really show the full potential for HDR, but they are great for normal content. So if you don't have access to HDR content or you don't want to be an early adapter, stick to mid-range TVs. The one we recommend the most in this price range by far is the Samsung KU6300. It's a good overall performer at a great price point. If you are looking for 43-inch and are willing to spend a bit more, get instead the Sony X800D. It has about the same picture quality as the Samsung overall, but it is better for HDR since it has a wider color gamut. If you have a wide living room with multiple viewing positions, get instead the Sony X700D or the X750D depending on the size. They both have better color accuracy at an angle, so they are great for watching sports or TV shows in a living room. But in front and especially in the dark, the Samsung is better. Now for high-end TVs if you care about HDR. It's relatively simple here. For mixed usage or for video games, get the Samsung KS8000. It works well across all usage and it has a very low input lag in HDR. For movies in the dark directly in front, get instead the Vizio P Series 2016 since it has better blacks due to its full array local dimming backlight. If you have a wide living room and don't mind the poor blacks, get whichever one is cheaper between the LG UH8500 and the Sony X850D. They have about the same picture quality and both have better viewing angle than the Samsung, but worse picture quality in front. Finally, the very high-end TVs, if you are not really limited by your budget. OLED wins here, and either get the B6 or C6, depending if you want a curve or not. If you prefer an LED TV, get instead the Samsung KS9800 or the Sony Z9D. Now, we haven't tested these TVs yet, but we expect them to be good alternatives for those who don't like the issues of OLED. To recap in a very simplified way, for a budget, get a TCL. For mid-range, the Samsung KU6300. For high-end, the Samsung KS8000. And for very high-end, an LG OLED like the B6 or C6. So that's it. In most cases, just follow this guide and you'll be more than happy with your new TV. If you are picky, you can check the more precise recommendations and the test results on our website. And if you like this video, subscribe to our channel and see you next time.